Well, I've really always been into the training side for horses, especially. I didn't really want to get things that were already trained. I always wanted to train my own, even when I didn't really know how. And it wasn't until a little later, actually, when I was pregnant with Payson, our little boy, he'll be 5 in August. So about this time, 5 years ago, I couldn't ride. And so I started doing some clinics and stuff. And that's when I kind of got more into the teaching side with people, and have really enjoyed that and been passionate about it. But I've just always loved the teaching part on the horse side anyway, training, I guess.
So Seth, I've worked at one point with my wife in a little business, and I quickly found out that she was management and I wasn't. Does that work there for you?
There's probably some similarities there.
So tell me, guys, when did you first hear about Summit?
Let's see. It was, I should have looked up the month. It's been a while, several months ago. Amanda, you should unmute and tell us.
Well, no. A few months ago, but what did you hear? What was the scuttlebutt that you first heard, and how did you react to that?
My friend Amanda Stanley told me about it, and Amanda is definitely someone that I've been friends with her for a long time, and someone that I have always taken seriously. So I didn't undercut that at all, but it's hard. I feel like there's so many things out there, and it's kind of everybody's trying to sell you something all the time. So I was very skeptical about it. Honestly, I had her send me some more information, and I kind of barely glanced over it and was like, yeah, it's just, I think what's hard for us is we ride young horses for the most part. And a lot of times there's not a lot of like visible,
Okay.
not always visible lameness. So I was a little skeptical about it at first.
So you were really skeptical, and then what changed your mind?
Well, I kind of waited it out, and I had a horse that had quite a bit of fluid on her left hock. It was just something that had been kind of a chronic deal. So I decided, you know what, that is something that's visible that I can see. So this would be a good test for it. So I talked to the owner of the horse and made sure it was okay with him, and went ahead and got some ordered and tried it on her. After the first 2 loading doses, I couldn't see a big difference. I gave her the 3rd loading dose on a Saturday, and on Monday, when I got the horse out of her stall, the fluid was completely gone. And I was appalled, honestly. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that it was gone like that. And I really thought to myself too, I wondered if it would come back, if it was just kind of a fluke deal.
Still too good to be true, right? You didn't believe
right.
it.
I'm like, that's surely just like randomly gone today.
Yeah. Where's the catch, right?
Right. So I was obviously very impressed. So since then, I went ahead and put all of my competitive horses on it, everything that's being competed on. I have a lot of 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds that are in training that'll start running in November. So I'll start them on it this late in the summer or this fall. I have a lot of horses in training, so I don't have every single horse on it right now, even though I would like to. But I want to put all my horses that are competing, because at the level that we're competing at, it's so important for our horses to feel good. There's no room for them not to feel good. So I get them regularly and try to feel
What advantage do you think Summit brings to those horses?
To me, I mean, and I don't take the place of getting a horse bedded with it. I'm still going to get my horses bedded regularly and make sure that everything's good. But horses can't speak to us. We don't know every single little ailment that they have. So I love just the broad variety of, just knowing that I'm helping their overall feeling good, so I feel like that can make a big difference, because so often I think there's things, in their spine or their neck or different things that might be bothering them that I feel like this can be really beneficial for.
Have you, as the rider, felt a difference when you're on
I have.
the horse? Okay, tell me about that.
Absolutely. Seth and I own a Dash to Fame gelding that has a lot of trouble and I had chiropractors look at him quite a bit, and he's always out in his neck and pole and that area. And it's really a lot harder for him to give his face and his rib cage and everything to the right. And I've noticed a big difference in that. He's just a lot more supple. His first barrel was kind of our biggest issue when the year first started. It cost us quite a bit of money early on. And I just feel like, and I've worked on it quite a bit, but I feel like this summit has really helped just make him so much more soft and supple. So I'm really excited about that. The other thing, I have a 5-year-old that I have in training, and he was having some left stifle soreness. He was a 1.5 lame on it. We injected it and went on, and he was still like a half a grade off on it. It just wasn't 100%. After visiting with the vet about it more, and we IRAP did different things, to try to help it. And after visiting with the vet more, he said, I really think this is as good as we're going to get it. Like, he may just, that's just kind of how he lives. So he said, I think you're okay to go ahead and start running him and just go on. And so we did. And I started him on Summit then too. I visited with his owner to make sure that she was okay with trying that. And we did. We gave him the 4 loading doses of Summit. I started running him. I'd probably made maybe 7 runs on him. And I took him back to the vet 2 weeks ago. And he said, I can't believe it. He said, he looks great today. So, and he thought, like I said, he thought we were just going to live with that half a grade lameness,
Yeah.
And the only thing I changed is I started running him again, and we started him on Summit. So the fact that he held up to 7 runs and was better than the last time he had been there, which was after 6 weeks of stall rest, so I was very impressed with that. And I just thought that was huge. So I'm excited about it. We're excited about how it can help our program. So
that's great. So I know you feel a difference in terms of your performing or your competing, but tell me about how Summit can help in training. How does it help with the student-teacher experience?
Well, to me, a horse, I always think of student-teacher like this. To me, I'm a teacher and the horses are my student. It's kind of off subject a little bit, but when I was in school, I was struggling with my math class. My teacher came and pulled me aside and said, oh, sorry, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. My teacher pulled me aside and just said, hey, I know that you're struggling here. I know you're smarter than this. I feel like I'm not communicating it to you well. So I would like for you to come in before class and I'll tutor you. And anyway, long story short, it ended up being my best subject. I feel like that with these horses all the time. If I am not communicating well with the horse, I need to work on changing the way that I'm telling it to do, or asking it to do what I want it to do. And if there is an ailment, or if there is something, if there's an ailment or there's something bothering those horses, it's really hard for me to communicate well to them. I can work through so much and going different routes of training, but if they have, like I talked on that other horse, or on my horse, he really struggles to give his face to the right and get soft in that rib cage. I feel like Summit has really helped with that. I think that there's just different little things that they can't tell us bother them that do bother them. So I really love Summit for that. I feel like it's an overall help with little things that might be bothering those horses. So I think it's huge for that. I guess I would just say expect awesome results. I mean, I think, like I said, the ones that we could see physical ailments with and that we knew had an issue have come through really good. Just like that horse with the inflammation and the hock, and the horse that had the stifle issue. I was really impressed with those results, and we also have our 12-year-old dog on it, and we've seen huge results with him too. So we unfortunately did not do a before and after video, I don't think. So we don't, but he is running around like a puppy. He's chasing the steers, and it's awesome to see that. So
that's really cool. Well, Thank you both for being with us tonight. I really appreciate it. Seth, I didn't get to ask you much here. Do you have any cool experiences with Summit?
I've had some friends that I've also suggested Summit too, as far as some in their ropers. All of them have rope horses, older rope horses, and already they've come back with stories of how the horses feel better, just as far as almost a fresh feeling. When those older horses feel fresh, and it just, I feel like those horses, when they feel good, when they want to work, everything's better for everybody. And so they start to get more of that fresh feeling just because them horses don't have the soreness and the pain anymore, and it kind of goes away. And so they do feel better. And so I've got several friends that are excited about the product and what it's doing for them, and want to, just are excited to see where it goes.
This product has sold itself because it's an amazing product and we believe in it. And like I said, I don't even really send out messages. I don't do anything, but I believe in the product, so people know that, you know what I mean? Like, it sells itself. Great product. So thank you.